Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Nice to see you. First time in 2026. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well.
Lynn, which case are you here on?
It's LG Fawn River now.
All right, you're on our next case.
Yes.
We'll wait a minute to see whether anybody shows up. Mr. Gump, every day I do a first line of a song before I start my morning. Some people like it, some people hate it. I'll give you today's first line and we'll see how you do. You don't know me, but I'm your brother. I was raised here in this living hell. You don't know my kind in your world. Fairly soon the time will tell. You telling me the things you're gonna do for me. I ain't blind, but I don't like what I think I see. Might help if I sang it.
I'm not sure that would, Your Honor. I'm not sure that comes from my genre of music.
Yes, it would. If you Google, you don't know me, but I'm your brother, you'll know what it is.
Huh. The Doobie Brothers?
Yeah. But that's not your genre. You were raised in the wrong time and place. So
I was raised to hair metal, Your Honor. So, card-carrying Motley Crue fan.
okay, you still know that, obviously. All right, we'll let the clock tick a minute. Here is Casey Strong. She's here on the LG case. And we'll see, we have a Caldwell and a Caldwell for our first two cases. See whether either of those people appear. I won't give Casey that line because she doesn't know that kind of thing. She's much too young.
Good morning.
Good morning. I thought I was gonna get Tyrone Fleeman, so imagine my
He probably would have gotten the line.
he would have gotten it. He would have gotten it. All right. Well, let's let the clock tick. It is 9 a.m. Do you have a reason to believe, Mr. Gump, that Monica Caldwell is still there?
Last I've been informed, she's still there. Yes.
All right. As you know, people often appear late. Let's see if anybody's here. Deputy Kending, I'm looking for a couple of landlord-tenant cases. Jerry Caldwell or Monica Caldwell? No, sir. All right, thanks. Okay. All right, well, good. All right, thanks. Bye. All right, kind of a slow day out there in front, so they're not here, but here's somebody by iPhone, which I don't really like, but our 940 is here, but neither of these people are, so let's see who this is. Good morning. You've logged in as iPhone.
Yes.
And I've got another. What's your name?
Monica Caldwell.
All right. Another day, another ceiling fan. It's going to give me vertigo by the flashing light behind it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're all right. I'll try not to pass out. All right, Ms. Caldwell, your landlord, attorney for your landlord, Mr. Jeremy Gump is here. The title of this case is Block 14 versus Caldwell. The file number is 252610LT. This is one of the last cases filed in 2025. They want you to move out. They filed a termination of tenancy and they filed it in November asking you to move. Now here's Samsung. Let's see who this is. Maybe it's our other Caldwell. Someone's logged in. Good morning. Are you Jerry Caldwell?
No, I'm Doug DeMeyer.
All right. I didn't expect you,
I-
but I'll give you a name.
All right, I'm Vicky DeMeyer's husband, working with Attorney
Vicky.
Ducta.
For her?
Yes.
We'll have to,
I think I might be just a couple minutes early. I think ours was.
you're fine. There's no problem being early. All right, well, let's go back to, I'll give Monica Caldwell a, oops. Oh, I changed Lynn to Monica Caldwell.
On a quiet January morning, a judge opened landlord-tenant court with music, humor, and humanity. But the tone shifted when a mother appeared facing eviction after her lease expired. She explained she was behind on rent because she used the money to fight a custody battle for her children. The court continued the case, giving her time to work with her landlord and seek assistance.
All right, Miss Caldwell. They're asking you to move, and they filed a notice to quit asking you to do that back in November. So they filed this action to ask me to order you to move. In this case, it's called a termination of tenancy case, and as such, you have a right to hire an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, the legal aid attorney may be available to assist you. You could seek that assistance. We sent you that number, or you could seek other representation. Or you could just represent yourself, as many people do. You have the right to you have the right to have the case heard here in St. Joseph County where the property is located. You have a right to demand a jury trial. If you want a jury trial, you must tell the court at this first court appearance and make the demand in writing within 5 days of the court appearance, which is 5 days from today, on the jury demand form, and pay the $50 jury fee unless the judge waives the fee for your inability to pay it. You may be able to reach an agreement with the landlord by going through community dispute resolution. If both parties are interested, the court can help set it up. So far, that's never happened, but it might one day. Or you may be able to reach an agreement with the landlord. That means there would be a conditional order of dismissal and the case would be dismissed. According to the pleadings, your lease expired on December 4th. So they gave you a notice to quit on October 4th, telling you they wanted you to vacate at the expiration of your lease. And you're still there as far as we know, and they're asking that you move. What's your position?
My position is I am behind in rent of $340. And the reason of why I'm behind in that rent, I told the maintenance guy, Larry, I'm unsure of his last name, that I had to use that money to fight to keep my kids in court. My ex was trying to take custody. And I told him I would try my best to get that caught up as soon as possible. And I've still been unable to do that. And when he told me about, this court hearing that I would be doing, he advised me to, call like my local DHS or churches, organizations that are able to help. And I have done that.
Well, who is this Larry?
He's the maintenance person for my new landlord.
Oh,
He says that sometimes he has worked, with organizations
well, the problem
like that.
here is they're not asking you, at least not by the court pleadings, to pay the rent. They just want you to move. Now they can agree with you on a off-court basis to pay the rent and stay.
Yeah.
There's two ways to do this. There's one called a non-payment of rent. You either pay the rent or you move out. So we'll say through January, the amount of rent due is $1,300. You'd have 10 days to pay the $1,300 rent or move. And if you don't move, the court would issue a writ of eviction. This isn't that kind of case. They simply said our lease is up, we want her to move, and we're not asking for money, we just want her to vacate. And I'm assuming you don't wish to vacate. Who are
No.
your kids also there?
Yes, my kids are also here.
How many kids?
I have 3 kids.
As eviction deadlines were explained, the judge reminded everyone that housing decisions affect more than paperwork, they affect families and children. With a continuation set and the possibility of payment arrangements, the case showed how quickly stability can hang by a thread. In eviction court, every dollar and every day matters.
So the law requires that I adjourn this matter at least 7 days. And I'm leaving on a trip today. So I'm going to be gone for a little bit. So we're going to have to bump this out a little farther than I would normally do. Mr. Gump, I apologize. But we're going to continue this till the 23rd of January.
Your Honor, if you're amenable to January 26th, I'm already with you on the 26th.
All right, that makes good sense. Where are we? I have a Lamp and Key Root and Branch Real Estate, Sturgis
Yes.
Housing. Is that the one you're on?
Yeah, the Root and Branch, 225 on
All
Monday.
right, I'm going to continue this until 1:30 on January 26th. Mr. Gump's scheduled to be here that day anyway. Now, Ms. Caldwell, if they get what they ask for, I would order that you move out 10 days after January 26th, or the sheriff will come evict you. That would be February the 5th. But you can also talk to your landlord in the meantime and see if you can come to some sort of an agreement. If you do get some emergency housing assistance or you get current in your rent, they could do what's called a conditional order of dismissal and have the case dismissed. But you need to stay in contact with your manager.
Yeah, I have recently talked to him. I have recently talked to the maintenance man, Larry. Again, I'm unsure of his last name. He's the one that collects my rent and gives it to the landlord. I'm actually meeting with him sometime today to give him $600. And I told him
All
that
right, now, let's talk about that. Mr. Gump, if she pays $600, that undoes the termination of tenancy. You can't take money pending a termination of tenancy, or you have to start over. So if they do wish to have her get caught up on the rent, you could prepare a conditional order of dismissal and have the case dismissed. But it's kind of a tricky tightrope the plaintiff landlord has to walk in these kinds of cases.
Yeah.
But if you're going to pay and get caught up and stay there, great. I say this a lot. It's easier to keep a good tenant in there than to move one out and move another one in. And also this affects your kids, their school district, the struggle you're having. But there may be other reasons why they simply wish to end this tenancy. I don't know that. But your lease is expired. It was a 1-year lease. Now it's month to month unless you execute another one. All right. Do you have any questions?
no.
All right. You're going to meet with a manager today.
Yeah, he told me, I told him yesterday that I had $600 cash for him. He said that he spoke with the landlord and updated him, notifying him that I have reached out to organizations. I'm supposed to be getting a phone call today from
All right. Well, they
Sturgis
can
Neighborhood
decide whether
Inc.
they wish to accept the money or not. All right. You're good to go. I'll see you on the 26th at 1:30 by Zoom, just like this. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You're good to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.